Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Mike, and thanks for jumping on with me this morning. How do we get it all done every day? Have you ever really stepped back and thought about it for a second? How do we get all this stuff done every day? We've got to show homes, right? Got to show homes to my buyer prospects. I've got to negotiate contracts. I've got listing appointments, hopefully. I've got inspections to deal with. I've got amendments to deal with. I've got extensions to deal with. And we haven't even talked about my personal life yet. I've got all those obligations at home that I've got to deal with. With all of this, Mike, with all of this, now you're telling me that I've got to spend a large amount of time marketing myself every day. How am I supposed to get all that done? Yep, you do. And as a matter of fact, in that long list of everything that we just talked about, marketing ourselves every day is the most important thing we do. And here's why. Great marketing solves every problem you have. You can't come to me with a problem that I can't demonstrate to you how great, notice I didn't say mediocre, average, weak, great marketing would solve for you. Every solution that you're looking for in your life lies on the other side of great marketing, including those issues around home. And if you doubt that, if you think that you are the one with a unique situation, come talk to me and I'll bet you lunch that within 5 minutes I can prove to you how I mean. It's the most important thing we do every day. But how do we get it all done? Well, I wrote down 3 tips last night, and I wanted to share these 3 tips with you because I struggle with this in my business too. I'm no different than you as an agent. I struggled with how to get it all done. How to do, and see, this is where maybe I got a little bit greedy. How can I do more in less time? How can I actually sell more homes this year than I did last year and work less? I became fanatical about that. So here are my top 3 tips on how to do it. Choose if you want to adopt them in your life, in your business, or you don't. I found them to be powerful and to work for me, so I want to share them with you. Number 1, I want you to have a written weekly schedule for the simple fact of planning out the week, so that if I plan my time, I can get most of what I want. But the busier I get, the more challenging it becomes. So I've got to be strategic with planning my time out during the week so that I can get as much as possible. Winging it, just taking each day as it comes, making it up as we go, parts of my life are going to suffer. So having that written weekly schedule will allow you to plan each week out. Number 2, delegating effectively. Simply not doing, allowing others to do for me what they can do. But my control freak nature starts to kick in. And I think everything has to be done a certain way, and it's just easier for me to do it. And these things are integral. I have to do them. And I want you to, just like I had to do, I want you to challenge your assumptions. Challenge your assumptions. Some of the things you think are true aren't. I'll give you a great example. So we have a showing agent program here. Some of you are too busy. You're trying to be in 3 places at one time, and that defies the laws of physics, right? You just can't be in 3 places at one time. So we developed a showing agent program where other agents for a small fee can show a home, which is pretty much meet the people at the appropriate time and unlock the door, and then don't say anything stupid. Okay, so look, you know my opinion on this, right? Showing homes, we're just Uber drivers with a lockbox pad. It's not much more than that. So one of the agents here in my company, Casey Sears, Casey actually made the comment to me one day. I kind of thought he was joking, but maybe not, and maybe it's actually a good idea. I don't think I'm ever going to show homes again. I can talk to the customer by phone or FaceTime while they're at the property. I'm going to allow other agents to show the home for me. I think, yeah, absolutely. Casey had just come to realize that the act of actually driving across town and unlocking a door for somebody didn't actually require him, though many of us want to believe it does. So learning, and this is challenging for most of us, learning to delegate effectively. One of the key parts of delegating effectively is going to be starting your business day earlier so that you can plan and delegate it and get it out there before the day actually gets started. Like it or don't like it, it's just my tip. Number 3 on my top 3 tips is marketing yourself is the most important activity you do every day. And here's why. Because I don't want to hear about how great of a real estate agent you are. You're going to be the best real estate agent nobody knows about. You're going to be very core competent and not have enough business. You're going to be underpaid, overqualified and underpaid for what you do, simply because you don't market yourself effectively every day. And it's that everyday part that's critical in there, even when we get busy. Well, I've got 5 buyers today and 6 listing appointments, and the kids have to go to the dentist, and I say, yeah, and you still have to get your marketing out there every day. Well, I just don't know how to do that. Well, take a deep breath, stop being overly dramatic, and listen to my 3 tips. Hold the mornings when you're doing that weekly schedule, if you do it, hold the mornings strictly for your marketing activities. Say it like I say it. I don't do people in the morning. I don't do people in the morning. Why? People are hard and messy and they take up a lot of time. I do people in the afternoons. Well, Mike, I want to see this property at 123 Main Street tomorrow. I say, great, I'd be glad to. Could we do it at 1, or would something later in the day, maybe around 5, work better for you? Well, I want to see it at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. I'm sorry, but I already have an appointment then. But would 1 work? I hold my mornings for my marketing activities. That way I know they get done. And that's so important, because no matter what you think you have going on today, no matter what you think it is that's so important, your marketing activities in your business is the most important. Do you want to be the best restaurant in town that nobody ever comes to? Because they don't know about it. It works the same in our business. So my top 3 tips for how in the world are we going to get all this done every day is create a weekly schedule where you plan your week out, plan your time, delegate as effectively as you can. And even when you think you're good at delegating, come see me. You can always get better. And number 3, hold the morning hours for your marketing activities. You can do everything else once the stroke of noon happens. But before noon every day, no, it's just your marketing activities. And if we do this, this is how we can get it all done, and this is how we go out and we make it happen for ourselves.